Hey friend, what up? Your stoner neighbor here. Before we check in on the plant, just hope you're having a good day and able to, I've talked about like setting goals to get big projects done, but sometimes, or big moves, like moving or changing careers or, having to like change friendships, relationships, that kind of stuff. And I talk about setting goals to get there, but sometimes we get to the point where we just have to make the great leap. And I think of like Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade when he's taking that step out of the cave into the canyon and he has to like walk across this invisible, well, you find out later it's a bridge, but like a rock bridge. But anyway, so he takes that leap of faith and he gets to where he's going. Like, so sometimes, we can plan and work and progress all we want, and we eventually get to that point where we have to take that big leap. So, yeah, this isn't one of those motivational videos, but I just wanted to say, have courage if you're at that point, and stop delaying, stop, putting off, procrastinating because of fear, worry, something I read this week, reread for probably like the fifth time, reminded me that worry is fear in disguise. So when I'm worried, which is pretty much every day I have something that I'm worried about, it's fear, and I need to correct that. So I need to not be so afraid or so worried, with stuff. But anyway, um, just a little bit of positive, hopefully, insight for you, taking up the first couple minutes of the video. But I hope you enjoyed the slideshow of the weekly progression of the plant and how she's grown. You can see she's pretty much filled out this area. If I hold the camera this way, she looks like an actual square more. Um, so, I've really, like I'd said in the last video, I took the 4 points, you could say, the foremost points of the plant, and pulled them down, and I kept them much lower than the rest of the canopy so that it would grow up a bit. And then I've been tucking down, as you saw. I think it's day 5 in the video. I think I had a double picture day, and did a before, then after, and then you see day 6. Everything's turned back up to the light, and so that wasn't the only day that I've tucked her down in. I think I did after the previous video, and then probably at least one more, maybe 2 more times. So probably like every other day she's been growing up a little bit, and I've been able to tuck her under the string of the ScrOG net and just keep her low, keep that kind of even canopy. Somebody suggested to me to, because he's been growing for many years with nets, to like keep tucking for the first like 2 weeks, basically until the stretch ends. So I got about another week. Um, some sources have said, like expert growers in their books, like that the stretch ends in 10 days, to 2-3 weeks sometimes. I guess it depends per plant. This plant is like 60% indica. I looked it up yesterday because I needed to see on Crop King Seeds what they said about the plant and like more specific, since like I bought the seeds a while back, I had a 6 months ago, so I just forgot. So it says 9 weeks of flowering. So we'll see. We'll see. We're just finishing up week 1 here, so kicking off week 2 of flower, and I'm still pretty happy with what I got, with how she's growing. Seems like overnight that small patch there of like rusty looking leaves just showed up. So I have been feeding her with the CalMag water, and that's been taking that away. I've been foliar feeding CalMag water, it's super light, and been helping out with those issues that I've had. And then sometimes, so like, I don't know why, but I didn't add CalMag to my nutrient water. I don't know if I don't think I'm supposed to, but maybe you can. I don't know. I just been alternating it with the nutrient water. So if I gave her all the nutrient water, then she had a few days of just that water without CalMag, and then sometimes this leaf color changes happen. So it usually goes away within like 24 to 48 hours after I hit it with the CalMag water, and like especially if I double foliar feed in a day. So yeah, there's that. So I don't know. That just came up overnight, like I said. She's looking really good though, otherwise, and I'm happy with how she's grown. I can think of a few things I would do differently the next time. I might top her and then take off all the other undergrowth, like so that there's only one like main cola with two, and then top them so there's four, and then like stretch out that way, lay it down earlier on, get all the undergrowth to kind of come up, have her keep growing out with everything to fill the area, and then top all the tops, and then switch her to flower so that I would increase even more tops. So I don't know, say I got to 20 tops, that's just a random number, it probably doesn't work out, but and then it would be like 40 tops after. So that's what I'm thinking for the next time, because I like to kind of think of what I'm doing here, maybe think ahead, taking people's advice. But I'm not going to do it this time. Like I said in the last video, I'm just kind of let this finish out the way it is. More or less as a test grow. It's my first grow in a tent under this light, both those things, and with a net. So really just I gotta have a basis of comparison, so this is gonna be it. But I'm gonna keep tucking under the net throughout this week, especially until it really seems like it's stopped growing. And then if there's at one point, if there's say like that one right there is sticking up higher than the rest, I might loosen up or raise up the net just a little bit or something, just to kind of get all the canopy to even out to there for when it is, so because of the rest of flower. That's just my thought. Not really sure, but it seems like everything's going all right. I do have an issue with the net itself. I see why people build their nets on like on wood or with like PVC pipe going across, and then they use nail or screws rather, and then crisscross their string or wire both ways. And I see that the net pulls in on the sides, so it's a little bit looser in the middle. And what I was thinking of doing, and I'm not going to do it to this grow because I don't want to like fuck up my grow. I don't want to break anything. But with the next time, I'll probably build something that would work, that would like hold the net tighter. It might even be something just as simple as like curtain rods, because they stretch out, and just kind of weave it through a little bit, like I don't know, like down here, just weave it through, and then have the net higher than these like pipes or whatever, and just so it holds it tight and holds the middle tight, and then I can get, like, I'm still creating an even canopy with it this way. I'm not really worried about it. I just think that would make it a little bit easier, but we learn, live and learn. That's what I do. So that's just another thought. Anyway, but the air temperature has been pretty much in the low 80s, high 70s this week in the tent, so that's definitely doing well. pH has been, the pH is on point, of course, because I got it there. The humidity, though, that's been relatively good. It's not too high, so, I mean, not too low, but it's probably not as high as it should be, but doing the best I can here to keep it going. Still keeping the lights a couple feet away. They've been growing up closer to it, so, and then of course I've been tucking, but then they keep growing, so all in all, though, looking good. I'm happy with how she's doing, and happy that I switched it to flower when I did. I'm looking forward to the end, of course, but looking forward to how much more she grows in the next week and how much more tucking I have to do. And yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I think 10 minutes or so of talking is gonna do it for me this time. Got a good amount of stuff, and I don't think I left anything out. So with that, I hope you guys are having a great week, of course, and happy growing if you are. Yes, I forgot. Check if you want to take a look at any of the links to any of the equipment I have in here. They are linked below, or you want to get a hold of me, social media, definitely Insta. I get on there frequently. I mean, it pops up messages to me, so I know when people send me a direct message. But I digress. I hope you're having a great day, and of course, making the best of it. Peace.